Welcome back to another episode of the Real Time Raiders podcast. I am Kova. I am your host of this show. We're definitely about to discuss last week's game. We're going to discuss playoffs. We're going to discuss playoffs. A couple players, predictions, and pretty much just how I'm feeling at this point. First of all, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that if you want. I appreciate it. We have beat the Chargers last week, 24-17, in a game that was controlled mostly by us. I mean, time of possession and everything else, we pretty much ran them, but it was one drive in particular that stood out the most in that game, and that was like at the beginning of the third quarter. We had the ball for like 9 minutes, bro. Like it was like 8 something. It was 8 something or 9 minutes. We had the ball for some time in the beginning of the third quarter. That helped us out a lot. When I look and I see those kind of drives, or when I see that kind of result when you play a game like that, I understand the concept. I get it. I see what John Gruden wants to do. But it feels like this is the wrong team to try that with. Not only do we play aggressive by nature, like that's just us. We've been aggressive forever. I don't see how it's going to work out for the whole season like that. There's going to be times where we're going to have to be aggressive. That whole game, I mean, I guess you can say we were playing aggressively, but as far as, like challenging the secondary and pushing the ball down the field more, I don't see us ever doing that, or at least until we get some more weapons. Right now, I'm very comfortable with Hunter Renfrow. I know he's a rookie. I know he looks like how Tom Brady looked in his like little draft picture back in the day. I understand he doesn't look like much, and I understand he's probably not the fastest guy, but he's not slow. And I can trust him. Yeah, he had a couple drops this last game, but one of those drops actually saved his life. I saw it, and I was like, yo, if he would have caught that ball, he probably would have got injured again, because bro was about to get smacked on one of those drops, so I'm not mad at him for dropping one of them. We're going to continue to just do what we got to do, man. I mean, that win helped us out a lot. It just really sucks that we didn't close out Jacksonville. I cannot get over that. I'm sorry. I know I need to get over that. But man, look at our road to the playoffs now versus what it could have been. Like, even if we did lose to the Jets, lose to the Chiefs, lose to the Titans, even if we did just take all those L's, that Jacksonville game, man, if we don't end up making the playoffs this next week due to all 4 scenarios that are supposed to go well for us, I'm not going to be upset. Don't expect me to rant. Don't expect me to be mad, or anybody from other teams. You can troll, you can do whatever, you can talk all this shit you want. I'm not really worried about it like that. Like, if we don't make the playoffs, there's a lot more that has to happen for us to make the playoffs. It's not just us controlling it. So if it happens, it happens. But knowing how we get down, fuck around, everything else is gonna happen right, and we're gonna fuck around and drop the goddamn ball. we can't have that. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm gonna be excited because, to be honest, this could really be our last game of the season. So hell yeah, I'm talking all kinds of shit. I'm ready, but I'm also like not about to like be hurt if we don't make it. We got what we got here? I know we need the Ravens to beat the Steelers. And I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, the Ravens to beat the Steelers, what are you talking about? It's gonna happen, bro. I don't think y'all understand. Like, the Ravens already clinched their spot. Like, they good. The Ravens are sitting straight. They're not gonna move. They got home field advantage throughout the whole playoffs. They're great. If you were the Ravens, ask yourself, like, would you want to start your starters if you already won? If you already like got your position, if you already did those things, like, do you think you would start Derek Carr and Josh Jacobs, and like, do you care at that point? Not to say that they're gonna go out there and just play to lose the game, but Pittsburgh is trying to win too. Pittsburgh has a scenario too that they're trying to win. So if they're trying to win, and if the Ravens just kind of really don't give a damn, I don't know. It's just not too, I still think that they can do it, but I'm not completely sure. I'm not going to sit here and get my hopes up about that game either. Who else we got? The Titans and the Texans? Yeah, the Texans. So we need the Texans to win. Titans lost last week. And they're getting Derrick Henry back. Texans ended up getting J.J. Watt back. I just saw that this morning on my way back from work that they had that he's off IR. But how much is he really gonna do? We don't know. We could definitely use that. I mean, we could use that as well, but who knows? That's a toss-up for me. I can't really tell y'all like, oh yeah, the Texans are gonna smack the hell out of the Titans. I'm not. I can't just say that that's a easy game to call. That's pretty even to me. So I don't know. We just gotta hope that it falls in our favor. Who else do we got here that we need to win? The Colts and the Jags. Okay, so the Colts and the Jaguars. Again, who the fuck knows, man? The Colts, yeah, I favor them a little bit more than the Jags. But, come on, man. We beat the Colts. And we damn sure didn't beat the Jags. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. As far as the Raiders are concerned with the Broncos, y'all better go out there and do what you got to do. I mean, I know that they're going to talk about this cold weather shit. I don't know, man. If you can do what you did last week, I don't see how that doesn't work in the cold. I mean, you weren't really taking too many chances. You were playing safe the whole game, and you still came out with it. This is the Broncos. We kind of know how to play the Broncos too, but Broncos, they got, you know, that Drew Lock kid over there. He's actually killing shit right now, so can't sleep on him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna sleep on him. I definitely think we got it, and I'm damn sure gonna be talking shit. I'm gonna be ready for that game. But man, I don't know. I guess I just got to go into it how I went into it last week, because last week I didn't think about the scenario. I didn't think about all of those teams winning. Like, I didn't think about none of that shit, and it just ended up happening. Maybe that's what we should have done this whole fucking time. That's my only superstition about the Raiders. My only superstition about the Raiders is like, when we're favored. I do not like when we're favored to win. I know that sounds fucked up to say, but something about us being favored to win feels like every time we're favored, we lose. Every single time. It doesn't matter if we're playing some motherfuckers from Timbuktu. If we're favored to win that game, we end up losing every single time. Now, the games that nobody gives a shit about the Raiders are trash, y'all ain't gonna win nothing, we fuck around and beat the damn Packers or somebody like up there, bro. We end up beating somebody you just definitely not supposed to beat. Because I don't think the players are thinking at that point. They're more like the underdog. They got that underdog mentality, so I guess they go out there and play harder. I don't know what the fuck it is. But whatever it is, I do not like when we're favored. I don't. We were favored last week, or 2 weeks ago against the Jags, and look what the fuck happened to you. We were favored against the Jets. Look what the fuck happened to you. Now, there is some teams that we're just not going to be favored against, and I get it. But the teams that we are favored against, I feel like we lose to those teams just off the basis of us, like we were supposed to win the game. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Maybe that's just me. I gotta shake that feeling of mine. But when we're favored, I feel like there's a fucking problem. I'd rather just be the underdog. I don't know if it's just because we have been getting our ass whooped for so long, and I'm used to being the underdog, and I'm used to those hard fought wins. But when they're like, oh yeah, the Raiders are gonna blow the fucking Browns out, or they're gonna beat the fuck out the Jets, and we go out there and get the damn doors blown off our ass, that's what I'm talking about. I don't like that shit. So this week, I'm not favoring us. I'm not favoring a damn thing. I'm not thinking about shit. I'm gonna go through this week and continue to make content and see what the hell the nation got going on. But other than that, I'm not sitting here like, oh, we gotta make it to the playoffs. Otherwise, it's like, bro, we get where the season is now. Like, we know what we are now. It's not to say we haven't made slight improvements here and there. We're definitely a better team than we were last year. But I don't have that confidence to say like, okay, we gotta go to the playoffs because we can win the chip this year. Now, granted, if we make it to the playoffs, it's a whole new situation. And DC's gonna be in his play. Hopefully everything works. Shit, throughout this last game, hopefully he stays upright. But we end up going to the playoffs. Then there's a little bit of a different situation because the offense that John Gruden runs, that's meant for the playoffs. That's a conservative ass run the clock out kind of offense, and I think that would definitely benefit us in the playoffs if we could play how we did in the third quarter, man. The whole fucking just master that drive. I want them to master that drive, like if they could master that shit somehow and just do that shit all the time, then I think we will be all right. Until we get that down, we're still gonna struggle a little bit, but we're gonna get some new playmakers. We're gonna get some damn receivers. But boy, if we had AB, man, with Renfro and Waller, boy, I see what they was going for, but since we got clowned out, things had to change. Tyrell Williams is not that guy. And I'm not shitting on him. He did good this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did his thing, but he's not, he wasn't the guy that's like, oh yeah, AB's out, you gotta take his spot. Nah, hell nah. And now everybody's talking about free agency, about getting Amari Cooper back. And just based off the fact that I spend money on this jersey for someone close to me, I wouldn't mind it, but I'm still not thinking that, oh, Coop's he's about to come in here and be the number one again. Like, that's not what I'm thinking about. Like that's not anything that I'm thinking about. Like I'm not relying on just Coop being the number one again. He already didn't want to be a Raider at first. And now he's getting his ass whooped in Dallas. And now he's starting to look like how he's looking, like he was looking with us. And it's fine. Y'all gave us that first round. Let's see what y'all do, because he's going to want his money. This is what he dreamed of and all of that other shit that he was talking about. So cool. I don't know, man. I just don't want him to go to the Chiefs or nothing stupid like that. I'm going to be mad as fuck. But, as far as the players are concerned with this week, Josh Jacobs might be playing. Yeah, I like the idea. So we can. So I'm more comfortable with us pulling through on our end of the situation. But you got to weigh something out. Okay, so you win the game. Let's say you win the game with Josh Jacobs, but Josh Jacobs gets injured even more. So now you go to the playoffs with DeAndre Washington. And versus just playing the game and getting through it with DeAndre Washington, because DeAndre Washington didn't do bad last week. We still ain't seen Rod Smith yet, so I don't know what the fuck going on with that, but if we can somehow, if Josh Jacobs is able or trying to get himself back, I mean, why? I mean, I think we should just wait, give him another week to rest up, man. Because if it happens, if all of those things happen and Josh Jacobs ain't available to go, he's not ready to go when we make it, because we're gonna have to play the Chiefs if we go. You know what he does to the Chiefs. You know he can get off on the Chiefs. So I don't know, man. I don't know how I really feel about that, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, I'm happy that he's playing. I hope he can play throughout the rest of the whole shit. But this is longevity that we're talking about, and this is a real player that we got. This is a real playmaker that we got. Like, this is one of them ones where you don't play with. Like, you just do not fuck that up, because we got a whole future in front of us. We're gonna have new receivers, new weapons. We're gonna complement him with a bigger back. I know we need him to be 100% healthy going into next season, so we can actually make that push. But who the fuck do I know? What do I know? I just don't want to see Josh Jacobs on the fucking ground hurt, and they couldn't stop us like in the first place. Like, we could have did anything to these motherfuckers. We would have been throwing the ball on them, running around on them, doing all of that other shit. If we could have did it with DeAndre Washington, I don't know, man. I just feel some kind of way about that. They say LaMarcus Joyner's supposed to come back. That'll help out. That'll definitely help out, especially with a rookie quarterback. I like that. I like that move. I'm not too, yeah. I mean, as far as the people that we got right now, I'm comfortable with like knowing who we got. I know what we need, so I'm not really like stressing off of like if we can't make it, or if we win and some other bullshit happens and we don't make it, then it's whatever, bro. Like, we made this bet ourselves. Like this is something that we fucked up 4 weeks ago. You know, like, we could have won 2 of those fucking games. Like, I remember at 6-4, we was like, we gotta win out. We was talking mad shit, because the AFC, just the way that the playoff picture was structured at that time, it looked like we had to win out if we wanted a chance. But we sitting here fucking 7-8 and we're still in the damn picture. that shit is lightweight to me, man. That feels like it's a win. Like it feels like that's. If you say that this is not an improvement from last year, I get what happened the last 4 weeks, but damn, man, we still in a playoff picture with a 7-9 record, and we just snapped a 4-game losing streak this week. That's some good shit right there, man. That's some good shit. That's some good shit to be proud of. That's shit to be ready for next season. When you get these draft picks, when you get these free agents, we're gonna spend the money, and we definitely gonna use these draft picks well. I'm not worried about the draft at all, man. I'm not thinking about that shit. Like Mike Mayock, bro. Like what you did with these motherfuckers. I'm not thinking about Mike Mayock. I'm not thinking about the draft. Look, you got Max Crosby in the 4th, bro. You got Hunter Renfrow in the 5th round, and look at the contributions that these people are making, bro. Like you talking about some 1st-round picks? Look at Cleveland Farrell now. That's my prediction for this next game. Cleveland Farrell gonna go stupid. Cleveland Farrell is gonna be the one this next game. If we're gonna pull this out, he gonna be the X factor. Cleveland Farrell gonna have like 3 sacks. I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say about 3 sacks this next game. Because he's doing it. He's doing it. And you got Crosby on the other side, man. You got Deion Jordan. These boys are coming after you now. Like it's really looking nice. We can go to the draft and get us a big, hefty ass fucking nose tackle. Just a DT, bro. We need a big boy in the middle for a push. I don't care, man. He don't gotta know nothing. He don't even gotta know how to read. Just push the pocket, bro. Just push the pocket and see what happens to these edge rushers, bro. Especially if we can go get us a cool linebacker to go like a real like edge rushing linebacker. Shit. We're gonna be all right. Compton did his thing. Will Compton, he did his thing for playing the middle. I'm not too mad at Will Compton for what he did. A couple of the things that when they scored, they couldn't help it, man. Especially that fucking bullshit one in the second half or the second quarter when they gave him the yards on that pass interference shit down the field. I was hella mad. So they gave it to him, and then they ended up scoring on that run play. Whatever. Can't stop all of them. Now we're gonna go into this game with Denver. I got faith that we're gonna pull it out, but it's those other games that I'm worried about, man. Those other games, I'm kind of worried about those games. I'm not gonna lie, because those games we don't control. We're not controlling those games. We don't know what the mentality that Baltimore got right now, or nobody else got right now. We don't know if Tennessee gonna go out there and play. So at the end of all of this shit, we just got to make sure that we just do what we got to do, and hopefully it happens for us again the second week in a row. Everything just falls in line for us again the second week in a row. That would be a fucking story. I tell you what, that'd be a story. That's a hell of a Christmas gift, and I really hope that it all pans out for us, man. I'm not gonna hope for any worse, and I'm definitely gonna wish for the best. Yeah, man. That's about it for right now. We done had our press conference. We done did all of that shit. John Gruden is pissed off at these refs. He's still going at him. He said he was just glad that the refs didn't screw up this time. And I agree. I'm glad that they didn't fuck up either, because we definitely needed that. We needed that, man. And if they did not fuck us over on that damn bullshit ass call in for that Jacksonville game, oh man, I would feel so much better knowing that all we had to do was just beat the Broncos this week. But if we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. But if we do, I'm talking all of this shit. Especially if the Cowboys don't make it. If the Cowboys don't make it, and if we make it, oh, y'all better be on y'all answer the phone. All of you. All of you better answer the phone. Good morning. And I'm talking shit. I don't care. I'm talking shit. So, let me get up out of here before my battery dies. And I need all of y'all to comment a lot more. I don't care. Just say something. If you think that we're gonna lose, talk shit. You think we're gonna win, talk shit. I mean, you disagree with something I'm saying, talk some more shit. I don't care. I mean, that's what this is here for. I appreciate all y'all that's already showing me love and sharing the videos and all of that shit. Let me get up out of here, man. Until next time, I'm out.